let's get into this apology video. Thank y'all for the super chats. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's get it rocking, man. It's wild.
What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel, and welcome to Morning Coffee Thoughts, where I give my thoughts over morning coffee. Today I have a chai tea. I quit coffee. You guys don't care about what I'm drinking. Okay. Today, I'm going to be addressing the Nick Fuentes situation. Yeah, I know why you guys are here. Okay. So I want to first say I take full accountability for everything that happened. Everything that happens in life, as I say to the girls on my show, is my own fault. The fact that people are making these videos is my own fault. And the situation that I'm in is my own fault. Now I'm going to give you guys an explanation and give you guys context for some of the conversations that were had. Just know it's not an excuse. It's my own fault. I take full accountability for everything that happened.
Which she should. It is her responsibility for dealing with whatever comes, good or bad. You get 100% of the good, all of the benefits, all of the compliments. You get 100% of the bad. You got to know what you're signing up for when you decide that you want to jump into this space as far as being a content creator. Got to know what comes along with it. And I don't think that she's naive to that idea.
Okay. So, but I'm going to answer questions that people have brought.
Somebody said in the chat she called Black Americans lazy. I call Black Americans lazy. I ain't impressed. I done hired a lot of y'all. 90% of y'all I had to fire. In all different types of industries, whether it's in corporate America or the businesses that I own. You feeling some type of way about it? Now what? I said it. Most black people that I've ever hired or most black people that I interact with regard to business are lazy. Do something. Now what? You feeling some type of way about it? Most immigrants, most African immigrants that come over here and Nigerians outwork the black people that are here in America. How you feel about it? How you feel about it? Guess what? Most white people here is lazy too. Most people that have adopted Western culture are lazy. And the ones that I've seen the most, because those are the ones that I've been surrounded by, have been black people. Lazy as hell. Now what? Now what? You want a cookie? I don't care. Get out your feelings. And if you feel some type of way about it, then outwork her. Because you know what I've seen from her, honestly, is that she outworking almost everybody.
My way. So the first thing is, why did you have Nick on? So the reasoning behind having Nick Fuentes on was because I heard that he was on the no-fly list and he lost his bank account. Now, from your point of view, you would think, why would you invite someone on that's on the no-fly list, right? That would be a bad. Well, he's not anymore. That's how he flew, but he was. So I was more just curious why this man was banned on everything. Now, I've seen a lot of videos that say I play dumb or I'm playing dumb.
Shout out to the Mighty Walk. I'm reading super chats throughout the show.
And I'll tell you what I knew and what I didn't know. So I did know that he was a known racist. I did know he was a known sexist. I did know that basically every bad name in the book from the right and the left, everyone hated him. So the reason I had him on was because, guys, people say that stuff about me. They say I'm sexist. They say I'm a misogynist. And, I really just like to give people the benefit of the doubt when I interview them. I don't go into interviews trying to interrogate someone. I just more try to listen and see where they're coming from. In hindsight, that wasn't smart. And in hindsight, I should have had someone, maybe Sarah Garvey, maybe another content creator that could have pushed back more and really was more educated on the topics that he was talking about than I was, because I certainly was not an expert in any of the stuff that he was talking about.
When I bring people on my platform, shout out to B. Taylor. I see you in the chat. Guess what, B. Taylor? I already know that the overwhelming majority of the different points in which we stand on is the complete opposite. As a matter of fact, I look for people not that just agree with me, which I don't really care for her reason is, because I don't really think that she needs to justify why she brought somebody on in order to have a conversation. However, most of the people that I look to have a conversation with is some that I actually just have an interview with where I just want to get their thoughts. Regardless of whether they agree with me or they disagree with me, I just want to see what you got to say about it. And then there's people that I bring into the studio, for example, that I do on Friday and Saturday nights that I actually want to have a conversation with that may disagree with me, because I think it makes for a better product that you then put out, not only for entertainment, but for educational purposes. Because they could be wrong and I can change their mind, or I could be wrong and I can change my mind, right? Patriarchy come on the platform all the time and he say, Anton, you got to get Nick Fuentes. And I'll be like, I'm not interested in talking to Nick Fuentes. Not because of where he stand on a specific issue, but because I just have no interest in him as a person. He is not a person personally that I feel as though I can get the type of information that I need out of him. Maybe I'll change my mind. But if I decide to have Nick Fuentes on the platform, then that's what I'm going to do. And there ain't nobody in this world that's going to tell me differently if that's what I want to do. Who are you? Who are you to tell somebody else what to do with their platform? You can go and have all of the blackety blacks that you want on your platform and only do that. You can do that all day long. And guess what? That's your prerogative. If you didn't care about her, then why are you watching what it is that she's doing and then getting so upset about what it is that she is putting out to the people? Don't watch. Don't subscribe. Don't rock with her.
I did remove the interview. I, again, did not.
Is this woman a god to y'all? No, I just got a genuine question. Is this woman a god to y'all? She's cool with me. I wouldn't call her a friend, but it is definitely a person that I've had multiple different conversations to. She's added value into my life behind the scenes, gave me some game. I gave her, hopefully reciprocated and gave her some game. We didn't kick it in person. She done met my wife. We done been in the same spaces together. I done been to her places. She done been to my places. I wouldn't call her a friend, but she's definitely a person that I'm connected. Why is she a god to y'all? Do y'all hold her in such high esteem to where it actually sits with you at night when you cut off the internet or you cut off YouTube, or that you can't say, don't recommend this channel to me? Is it that meaningful to you? Because I thought that we were supposed to spend our energy on the things that actually mattered to us, not being outraged about people that's irrelevant to you. You spend the time building with the people that you actually care about, not spending time trying to focus on people that you don't, right? I could be wrong. Let me continue to play this.
Think through a lot of the repercussions of posting that, so I just removed it. If you do want to see the full interview, Obsidian did react to it. That's on his channel. The intention was not, I guess, to hide it. It was just, this might not have been the best move. I'm just going to remove it now. So again, racism has no place in society, and I do take accountability for bringing him on. Hindsight's always 20/20. I wrote down some of the complaints that people had. So if I look this way, it's just because I made bullet points of everyone's concerns and I'm just addressing them. Okay. My Africans, that part. So in the heat of the conversation, I made some remarks to my producer, Blessing. Now, Blessing is a godsend. Okay, Blessing has made the production quality literally phenomenal. He's so talented. And during this conversation, we were talking about immigration. And I said, I'm trying to get my Africans to America. Now, I watched it back, guys. It was so cringy. Oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. I I met my African employees. I just said Africans. The reason is because, like, why wouldn't you just say my employees or whatever to America? The African passport system is just more difficult than the UK one. I didn't know, like, Blessing had to go to the embassy or something to apply to go to America with me next month. We're gonna go do some work there. And yeah, and so I've just found that the immigration process is a bit more difficult. So that's why I referred to them, because my African employees I needed more help with. And, I was saying in the interview that I wanted more open border policies because I wanted them to come. Again, I really respect the African culture. I had no ill will or malice towards any of that. But it sounded absolutely awful. It was so cringy watching back. So it was stupid. It was stupid. Okay.
You got to ask yourself this question sometimes, right? It reminds me of when people say to me, "You hate women," and it's like, well, if I hate them, then why am I married to one, a black woman? They say you hate black women, right? And I be thinking to myself, well, if I hate it, then why am I married to one? And why do they work for me? And why am I so connected to them? It's one thing to hold somebody accountable. It's another thing to look at it for the reality that it is. I don't know any racist person that actually hires people that they hate. Why would I put money in the pockets? And y'all have no clue how much this woman is paying out. I do. Why would I put money in the pockets of the people that I hate? Honestly, why would the overwhelming majority of the people that I employ behind the scenes? We're not even talking about just the talent in front of the camera or the people that come on, because she brings on white women, black women, Hispanic women, all of this other type of stuff, right? Why would I put money in the pockets of the people that I hate? Why would I be managed by somebody that I don't like? Curious. Genuinely curious. Would you ever hire somebody that you hate? Would you ever hire somebody that you hate?
Now let's talk about the My Africans was the other one. And then the joke about Blessing being late. So one thing that they cut out from that clip was that Nick Fuentes did say after, "Oh, I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just kidding." Okay. Now, even so, it was still in poor taste. And what I didn't think about at the time was, sorry, for those that didn't see it, basically Nick Fuentes was talking about he's always late. And I said, "You were on time today." "Oh, Blessing was the one that's late." And it's sort of an inside joke here at Just Pearly Things. Like, Blessing is he's phenomenal, but he's a late guy. And every time he comes in, he says African time. Now, Pearl me. So when I was referring to him during this joke, I was like, African. Now, I was saying African time, referring to what he says when he comes in. Now, what I realized is this was especially disrespectful because we did have someone that's a known white supremacist race. Like, making that joke in front of him, with him, is just in poor taste. And I did apologize to him for it. I really had no malice or ill will. But, stupid. It was just stupid, okay? The next thing is, I've gotten a lot of criticism for, using the Black culture and then I'm going right and leaving it, like that sort of thing. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that seems to be a big point of contention. My intention was never to be, a quote unquote leader in the Black manosphere or the manosphere in general. I really have always just looked at the men as the leader. I mean, they're the thought leaders. Let's just be honest. And me, I try to support them in any way I can. I bring them on my show, but saying I'm a leader in the space, I feel like women follow, men lead. So I really think, yeah, that's just my opinion.
She never should have even made this apology video in the first place, because the reality is that it's the same reality that other people are here for, that got on the internet, that makes content on a regular basis. They get into the bag and they should be well compensated for good product that they put out. Now, can you help people or add value into people's life in the process? Absolutely. But the reality is that she's seen a lane, and this is just my opinion. This is not something that she told me specifically, but she's seen a lane, right? She's been on YouTube or TikTok or all of these different platforms for a while. She caught a wave and she rode it. She caught a wave and she rode it. That's the truth. That's what it comes down to. And she outworked everybody else in the process. But the audience that she resonated was the same audience that rock with Fresh and Fit. Let's be real. You don't have to make excuses or validate whatever it is that you're doing and why you're doing it. You don't have to sit here and cape for us and say, oh man, because I respect men in general, whatever, so on and so forth. You caught the wave and you rode that. You grabbed the saddle and you held on to that horse tight and you rode it all the way up until the point to where then you became the villain. Before she ever interviewed Nick Fuentes, in which I think that she need better people and better advice around her. Before she ever interviewed Nick Fuentes, everybody that's here in the chat, I haven't timed anybody out. I haven't muted anybody. I haven't blocked anybody. Because I want y'all to see your people. I want you to see your people. Right? Look at how they come at me. You can't have an opinion. You can't actually have a line and make a phone call to people. You caping. I don't know how many coon emojis I done seen inside of my emails and my comments. The difference is I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You know why? Because I have no strings on me. I have nobody that controls me. And so the same way that I said a year ago, 2 years ago, fuck your feelings, is the same way that I'm saying it now. I don't switch up for you. And this is the sentiment that I think that a lot of women lack, except for the Cynthia G's. They say fuck y'all and y'all love her for it. Cynthia G has said things that are 10,000 times more egregious, and they have never brought her to the front of the congregation. Ever. I can name at least 4 different women specifically. I see Roland Martin on Vlad TV dropping a clip every single day, and y'all don't even get the beam out of your own eye. You can't even get your own leaders who you're subscribed to rock out on your own platforms. They don't show up. You know where Roland Martin show up to? He show up to Vlad TV, Patrick Bet David, and then he debates with Jason Whitlock. And he comes at Jason Whitlock. Now, it's nothing wrong with coming at Jason Whitlock and all of this other type of stuff, right? But at the same time, y'all fake mad. You fake mad. You fake mad. And that's why I'm laughing at you, because you ain't even real. Fam, stop it. You don't even have the power to determine whether or not you can feed yourself. You go into that white man every single day and you say, yes, massa. Don't sit here and fake outrage me to Pearl. Don't fake outrage me to a person that you don't even have to watch on the internet. You can literally turn off your phone and stop watching her anytime you want. Anytime you want. You come at me and I'm married to a black woman. I employ almost all black people. I employ the overwhelming majority of them, probably like 60% to 40% women to men. And you still come at me and I live it every day. I pour money into the community. I give you the game on how it is that you're supposed to level up, and you would come at me in order to make sure that you support people that don't even give a fuck about you. And then right after you talk shit about me, you would go and turn on Young Thug. You fake mad. You fake mad. Everything about you is fake, hypocritical, and all of y'all is hypocrites walking head first into work every single day to make some money for a nigga that you don't even know, that don't even look like you. You don't even know who you work for. You don't even know who your shareholders are. You don't even know who your manager's manager is. And you sitting here getting mad at a little old white girl that you don't even have to turn on or turn off. And you fake mad, you outraged, you giving all of your energy to it. Roland Martin is on Vlad TV every single day. And you know the difference is? You know the difference between Pearl and Vlad? Vlad don't give a fuck. He just keep on putting out content, and you ain't did nothing. You know what I see? People defending Vlad. Vlad got over 5 million subscribers, and you don't say shit. You know what you do? You see all of your favorite people showing up. Roland Martin, there. You know where I see Dr. Umar Johnson? Breakfast Club. Who's the shareholders of the Breakfast Club? Who? Who owns the Breakfast Club? What happened? I only work with black people type shit. What happened? I only patronize black people type shit. But you getting them views. You getting them views. You making sure that the Breakfast Club is getting that bag. See, I don't believe in this fake outrage shit. I don't believe in this smoke and mirror shit. I believe in where it is that you actually deploying your resources and your dollars. How many black people have you hired? How many people have you actually supported? How many black platforms do you actually hold down? Not the ones that's faking it, the ones that's real. You hate your own skin. You hate yourself. And that's why when somebody says something that even remotely resembles something that you've never been through, because your ass ain't never been through slavery, and you don't know nobody that's ever been through slavery, you get triggered by it, and it ain't even a part of you. It ain't even nothing that you've seen or experienced. You've been taught fake outrage because you are a part of the mob. Mob rules. When you going to unlock yourself? When you going to let that hateful heart let go? Don't you know that it's so easy to be able to control you and your emotions when everything triggers you? You a whole man talking about getting triggered. You a grown fucking man with kids and you talking about getting triggered. Triggered? You having whole sessions about what you don't like about Pearl. Nigga, you ain't giving that much energy in order to go and take care of your kids. I seen people online, I swear to God, I seen people online dedicating their life to Pearl, and these motherfuckers are the same ones that was talking about how they can't even get their kids and they ain't even checking for their fucking kids. Nigga, if you had the same amount of energy that you have for your family as you have for Pearl, the black community would be fixed. If we spend just as much time for the things that actually affected us instead of the things that don't even mean shit, okay, let's assume for the sake of the conversation that Pearl is the most racist person in the world. And then what? Now what? What you gonna do? Your family's still fucked up. You still work for the white man. You still dodging your time clock trying not to get fired. You still don't even, you ain't never put a dollar in any of your people's mouths. You still a piece of shit. Your house is still fucked up. Your kids still don't like you. Nigga, you gotta watch my shit with ads because you don't even got YouTube Premium. Nigga, get the fuck out of my face with this fake outrage shit. Stop it. You niggas can't even get your own lives together. Your baby mamas don't like y'all. Your mama don't like y'all. Your daddy don't know you. You spending all of this time on a thing that don't, I tell my wife all the time, when we got married, the first rule, the only rule that we've ever had was, listen, we gonna spend about 2 to 3% of our energy on the thing that we don't like about each other, and 97 to 98% of our energy on the thing that we actually can build upon. We not gonna focus on the trash shit. we're going to focus all of our energy on the thing that we can build on and make great. Because if we spending all our time on something that don't mean shit, then that means that we taking our energy away from the thing that we can actually build upon. And those are one of the keys to being successfully married. We focus 100% of our energy on the things that we actually like, not the things that we don't like. My entire YouTube algorithm is based off of things that I love. I love animal videos. I love learning more about real estate. I love learning more about finance. I love watching CNBC. I love Bloomberg. I love Yahoo Finance. That is what 90-something% of my algorithm is. I'm not focused on the things that I don't care about. Why would I? I get it, because you fake mad. You fake outraged.